Ever wondered why criminals on death row get to pick any meal they want before their execution? While the last meal request seems simple, it has resulted in some of the strangest, most controversial choices ever recorded. But what exactly makes these requests so shocking? Let's dive right in. You see, the idea of granting a final meal isn't new. It dates back centuries, rooted in the tradition of offering condemned prisoners a bit of compassion before execution. But over the years, some criminals have turned this tradition into a spectacle, choosing meals that range from bizarrely symbolic to outrageously extravagant. Here is our top 8 strangest last meal requests on death row. 8. Victor Harry Fager, The Olive Pit Mystery. Take Victor Harry Fager, executed in 1963 for a kidnap murder. His last meal request was deceptively simple. Just one olive with the pit left in. After his execution, guards discovered the pit hidden in his suit pocket. Many speculated he intended to be buried with it, hoping an olive tree symbolizing peace would grow from his grave. A chilling thought, or perhaps a strangely poetic one. But this was just the beginning of strange requests. 7. Lawrence Russell. Brewerdager, the feast that ended a tradition. In 2011, convicted white supremacist Lawrence Russell Brewer made headlines with one of the largest final meals ever ordered. Steaks, cheeseburgers, fajitas, pizza, ice cream, and more. But the most shocking part? He refused to eat a single bite. Outraged by the stunt, Texas officials permanently ended the practice of granting special meal requests. Now, thanks to Brewer, Texas inmates eat only standard prison food before execution. Yet he's far from the only inmate whose final choice sparked controversy. 6. John Wayne Gacy, Killer Clown's Final Bucket. Notorious serial killer John Wayne Gacy, known as the Killer Clown, had previously managed multiple KFC restaurants before becoming infamous for his crimes. Maybe it shouldn't be surprising that his final meal consisted of a bucket of original recipe KFC chicken, fries, shrimp, and strawberries. Even facing execution, he chose comfort food that hinted chillingly at his past life. But not every inmate's last meal was about comfort food. Some had much darker symbolism. 5. Eileen Wuornos, The Strange Prophecy. In 2002, Eileen Wuornos requested a single cup of black coffee. On the surface, it seemed ordinary, but Wuornos's cryptic final words hinted otherwise. She eerily claimed she'd return with Jesus on Independence Day, leaving people puzzled for years afterward. Was this a twisted prophecy or simply a desperate woman's delusion? And she's not alone in leaving a chilling message. 4. Ricky Ray Rector, Dessert Left Uneaten. Ricky Ray Rector chose steak, fried chicken, cherry Kool-Aid, and pecan pie for his last meal. Yet, oddly, he refused to eat his dessert, casually mentioning he was saving it for later. Was this a dark joke about returning from beyond the grave? Or was he genuinely disconnected from reality? This unsettling moment still sparks debate today. But shocking meals don't always have symbolic meanings. Sometimes they're inexplicably simple. 3. Timothy McVeigh, Ice Cream Simplicity, Complex History. Timothy McVeigh, responsible for one of America's deadliest attacks, surprisingly asked for just 2 pints of mint chocolate chip ice cream. Considering the magnitude of his crime, this simplicity confused and angered many. Was this a final act of defiance, indifference, or something else entirely? Sometimes, however, the requests themselves carry powerful messages of redemption. 2. Philip Workman, The Selfless Gesture. Philip Workman's last request was uniquely selfless. He asked officials to deliver a vegetarian pizza to a homeless person. Prison officials denied it, but something extraordinary happened next. His request sparked a nationwide movement, with thousands of pizzas donated to shelters across America in his honor. Ironically, his simple rejected gesture turned into something profoundly positive. But nothing tops our final inmate's bizarre request. 1. James Edward Smith, Dirt and Voodoo Rituals. James Edward Smith, facing execution in 1990, requested a lump of soil, a type specifically linked to voodoo rituals. Officials, baffled and concerned, denied his request, giving him yogurt instead. Whether he planned a final act of mystical rebellion or just wanted one last bizarre gesture remains debated to this day. With so many weird, shocking, and unforgettable final meals, it makes you wonder, What would you choose as your last meal? And which one of these meals intrigued you most? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and thanks for watching.